Yes, you do have the power. My name is Dr. John Oda, and welcome to Motivational Monday. Guys, I'm pumped up, I'm jazzed, and I'm excited again, guys. But before we start Motivational Monday, what I always start with, of course, my 3 or 5 gifts. Then we're going to go inside our topic. Our topic's going to be cool. I'm going to tell you the topic right now. The topic is going to be leadership. How are you a leader in your business? Or else even personal life, right? So this can be professional or personal life. What I'm going to do is I broke down as I've been modeling people that's being successful, right? And the company that I'm going to model today is Amazon. Let me tell you guys, whatever they're doing, they must be doing an outstanding job. Now, as you guys know, Jeff Bezos, we didn't really hear about him until maybe about 6 or 7 years ago, right? But the cool thing about it is he had these 14 principles of that he followed throughout his first start. Is like it's up until right now. So I'm gonna break down that, and I looked at it, and I think these 14 principles only my belief system. Again, though, I believe that every company should have their principles of how they conduct business and how they do business, because that's how they can figure out what's actually taking place, right? So guys, let's start the whole program, right? So here it goes. My very first gift that I have for everybody is to have fun. So you guys are on this podcast right now. You don't know who this guy is, right? But the first thing I want you guys is to have fun. So let me tell you guys. Now, have you guys ever had fun? Now, sometimes I crack jokes, I sing, I even have a freaking potty mouth, right? But today, I want you to have fun because most of the times I see my CEOs, my business owners, oh my God, they're stressed off, they're worried about making the payroll. They are freaking just like as soon as they walk, man, they will like when they walk, it's like if they got all this tension and then like they squeak, right? My number one goal is to bring back the passion, to bring back the excitement of why you started your business. So here it goes, guys. In the next 20 minutes or so, I want you to have fun. After 20 minutes, and if you want to go back to your same boring, mundane life, you can. But when you're on this podcast, I want you to have fun. Yes or yes? I heard somebody. Beautiful. Second gift is to have an open mind. Now, when I say have an open mind, what does that mean? Right? So, I want you to see Tony Robbins back in, I'm going to tell my age right now, back in 94, 95, right? And he was in Chicago, Illinois. That's when I was living there at the time. And he did this program called UPW, Unlimited Power Weekend. And when he was there, he said something. It was literally profound knowledge. I remember it like it was yesterday. I honestly thought he was talking to me. Now, I'm a little bit grandiose. This might have been maybe 10,000 people there, right? And what he said was, we live in a box. We work in a box. We drive a box. We watch a box. We've been talking a box right now. My outcome is to take you outside of your box, of your comfort zone, push you beyond your thinking, and show you results. When you have a leadership program in your business or else in your personal life, right? Everything changes, right? So the only way that I can push you is if you have an open mind. Can you have an open mind? Yes or yes? Beautiful. I hear you guys. Outstanding job. My next gift is to do it now. When you hear something, write the stuff down and do it ASAP. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for the next day. Because have you guys ever went to like a seminar or workshop? And you said, "Oh my God, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna use this. This is like crazy stuff." You got back home, and guess what happened? You put the notes up, and you didn't do squat, right? I don't want it to be something like that. My outcome is to give you my energy, my passion, my excitement, and even my tools, and even my content. So when you find something that you like, you can use it in your business. And can you do that? Yes or yes? Outstanding. I heard you guys. Beautiful. And I have only one rule and one rule only, guys. No excuse management. Meaning that you don't want to hear no excuses from anybody else. I don't want to hear no excuses from you. Fair enough? And my last gift that I have, allow me to be your coach and your mentor. What's a coach and what's a mentor? Okay, beautiful. A coach, I can coach you if it's sales training, time management, systemizing your business, even growing your company. I can do that. It's easy, right? A mentor is somebody who's been there and done that, right? Somebody who actually went the road. So for almost a decade, I worked for Tony Robbins and Chet Holmes and all the family members of that they have. And their family members was Gary Vee and Brendan Burchard and Keith Cunningham and Scott Holman, and my God, the list goes on. So my environment was different. So when I used to work with these guys, I worked with small companies, right, as well as larger companies. And larger companies was from 10 million to Fortune 500 to Fortune 100 companies. And we did the same. And when we showed them how to grow the business, right? So, so I can show you how to take a business, from a 50 million to a half million or 100,000 to 8 million, right? Because I've been there and done that. And a mentor also, we can see ahead of what's taking place. So I can say, hey, man, you're going to crash pretty soon. So make it hard right. So today, I'm going to be your mentor as well as your coach. So something about me, right? So I'm what I consider myself is our ultimate business growth strategist. You say, what the hell is that? Great question, right? So I'm about the top 1% of what I do. I've spent since 1987 working in the clinical field. My population that I worked with for 17 years was parents and teens. And I even wrote a book about that. It was called Connecting with Your Team. Matter of fact, I even got a podcast based on that one too, right? So I wrote a book based on that. And so I can work for people who are not motivated and they need some issues, and we all have issues, right? And then we can also have strategies, right? To actually move forward. So, and of course, I work for Tony and Chet, right? And I thought going there, my skill set was amazing. When I got there, oh my God, my skill set even became like unnoticeable because I was doubling and tripling companies in 12 months, right? Because what I used was the mental health part, personal development / business strategies, right? So I combined them together. And of course, a lot of people said, you don't act like a business coach because you have so much energy and much passion, much excitement. And I said, I'm doing me right now. This is who I am. This is how I express myself, right? See the energy, but is the cool thing about it is I want you guys to get something. Of course, so I went through a lot of training from cognitive therapy to motivational interview. I'm now a master trainer, what we call is neuro-linguistic programming. So I do a lot of different stuff because I want to be the best of what I do, right? So, guys, let's go inside the program right now, and that's pretty much a big little beef on me. The program, guys, I'm completely jazzed about it, right? So what I do in neuro-linguistic programming, we model things. And we model things that is literally outstanding, right? And the most outstanding is companies so far. We have a couple. We have Apple, which is amazing. We have Dell. We have a lot of great companies, right? So I went online. So a couple of my buddies would say, "Man, you need to check out Amazon." I said, "What?" Amazon got this principles. I said, "Okay." I said, "What?" I said, "Cool." And I looked at the principles. Woo! Guys, it's getting hot in here because these principles are on fire. I can see why now that Amazon is so strong. And here's the cool thing about it, right? Everybody who works for Amazon, and they got, 10,000 employees plus, between $5,000 to $10,000, they use these same principles. So imagine you're having a company and everybody is using the same principles. Everybody is talking the same language. Everybody is doing the same thing. How would your company be? Amazing. So let's hit inside their principles right now. I'll break it down to what they say, what I say, and we'll go from there. The first principle, the number one principle after that they have, you guys write this stuff down, right? The first principle that they have is customer, or you can say client, obsession. Here it goes. They don't focus on the products. They don't focus on the service because Amazon got a lot of products and service, right? They focus on what the clients need the most. They focus on their buying strategy. They focus on how they can relate to them, how they can connect with them each and every way. That is their obsession. So for about 14 years, I went to Japan. And I went to all over from Japan to China to I went to the Middle Eastern. I went to Europe, everything else, right? But Japan was amazing. Japan had customer service, but Japan had customers obsession. So when you go to Japan, they're always nice. Thank you. What do you want? Energized. Cool thing about it, right? So I even trained a company there, right? And what I taught them was every time you see a person, you smile. Every time that like you say, arigato gozaimasu, and that's thank you very much, right? And they would practice this over and over and over and over again. But their whole focus was their clients, or else you can call them customers, right? That was the number one thing. Think about inside your business. Are you focusing more on your service, on your products, or else are you obsessed with your clients and customers? Are you obsessed about what they're doing? About how are they buying? About how is your customer service? Because since we have the COVID right now, in some businesses, customer services suck. Right? But think about it. If you have this obsession with your customers, obsession with your clients, how would your business be? The next one. Have a backbone. Disagree to commit. And my thing about it is, listen to me. I tell everybody, right? Challenge every decision. And then make a commitment. Now, all my friends are lawyers, right? So all of them are lawyers. Well, not all. That's generalization. 50% of my friends are lawyers, my really close friends, right? And every time I have to make an argument with them, I can't make it based on emotion, right? What I have to make it on is facts. So I give them stats. I give them facts. And we go back and forth. Now I learn how to argue in a more of a professional way. It's not the emotional thing. It's so what I tell a lot of people, we can still agree and disagree and still be friends. You can give me that you have a challenge with an operation or a freaking employee. My job is to be honest with you, to don't sugarcoat it, to don't be passive, to don't be passive aggressive, but to be assertive. I can say, listen to me, John, I feel that what you're saying is not going to work because of X, Y, and Z. And I'm telling you with facts. I'm telling you with figures. I'm telling you with stats. We can agree and disagree, and we can still have respect for each other and move forward. What I see in a lot of companies, if you don't agree with me, you're not on my team. What? You're supposed to challenge a person. You are supposed to have a backbone if the person's not doing things of that is not right. So, the next one, we're now number 3. The next one is invent and simplify. So what does that mean? That means lead teams that innovate and invent. Or Peter Drucker said it. The 2 things that we do is innovate and market. Are you innovating in your business? Do you have innovation that's going on? And innovation, sometimes it could be changing the way to look. It could be a different color, right? But are you adding on something? Are you actually innovating something that's different inside your service or that you're doing for your clients or that you have an obsession for, right? So if you innovate, right, what can you innovate with your service? How can you innovate even better?